it's an end time passage. It talks about the fullness of time. But there's another interpretation to it. You see, they're given talents. Do it this way. They're given talents. And we are being given long-term assignments by the Lord. Some long-term, some short-term. The king, a master comes and he gives his servant, and I've only got 4 coins here, so he gives his servant 2 talents. This is how the Lord showed it to me about the call on us as a ministry. He gives us 2 talents, or 10 talents, or however many. And he gives us an assignment for a period of time. And we go off and we do what he's asked us to do. 6 weeks here in Singapore. And we do that 6 weeks. And at the end of the 6 weeks, we go back and we say, Lord, there's the 2 talents you gave us. You gave us $1, 2 50-cent pieces. Lord, there's $3 back. Now here's how he showed it to me. He says, give me your hand. He gives us 2 talents, and I go, and at the end of the assignment, I go, Lord, there's the 2 talents. You're going to make some money here. There's the talents. And here's the fruit. Here's the $3. That's the fruit of it. And Scripture says it's all handed over to the king. Now, how much have I got left? Ouch. Assignment over. Could be ministry over. It could be the fullness. I could never minister again after I land back home in England on July the 28th until he gives me another assignment. And Scripture in that Matthew 24 thing says, it says, you know, and the king said, well done, good and faithful servant. But it was only at the pleasure of the king did he get the increase back. But he also got another assignment. We have this conception that stuff has to go on forever. You can keep that. We have this conception that stuff has to go on forever. I told you the guys on the front row get picked on and blessed. It's like it's this. He does that for us. And we get this assignment, and we run the race, and the race is over, and we go like, well, now what? See, this is why it's the army of the obedient. It's we come, we do it, we give it back, we run our race, we do it, we give it back. It doesn't have to be forever. It's in His mercy He'll then say, well, here's another assignment. In an army, they'll go out to Iraq or to Afghanistan, and after a period of time on an assignment, they'll come back to base. What do they do at base? Nothing. They train, they do their laundry, they have downtime, they have a rest period, and only when the commanding officer, the army commander says, okay, now I need you there, they go, yes sir, and off they go. And at every stage we have to give an account of ourselves. And some, there's both. I talked about this the other day. There's heaven's timeline and there's the timeline of our own life, both running concurrently. We cross thresholds at different points. There's a long-term call on every single one of our lives to be Christ, to represent Him, to be a Christian, to live in the fullness of the gospel, to be witnesses in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and the uttermost parts of the world. That's cool. But in fulfilling the long term, there's all this stuff.